like here is very expensive, and first time when I arrived we were like,
I just want to stay here just for the food.
The actual
Day first, I really respect this one.
有点太大，然后就是我们在餐厅吃饭。
Live and survive. Just one thing extra is
in fact.
It's our main mission here.
For the price,
Because the horrible tiny.
It was tiny.
it's very cheap here. I'm a student here, so I need to eat a lot, and I love the food here. It's so good, spicy, but I love that, and it's very affordable. Sometimes I want to cook for myself in my apartment because fruits and vegetables are here so expensive. So it's like cheaper to eat out than to cook for yourself. In my country, fruits and vegetables are way cheaper. I think because the European Union really funds our farmers very much, therefore it's like very cheap. I don't know. But yeah, like apples here is very expensive, and I can buy like a kilogram of apples for €1 at home. So it was for the first time when I arrived, we were like, I want to eat my fruits and vegetables, but how can I afford this? Mushrooms are cheap here, and I love that. So I've eaten a lot of mushrooms here.
I would say it's pretty reasonably priced. I would say that the food, like there's a lot of share plates here, whereas back home a lot of the food is more like one plate per person sort of a deal.
I will say that Korean food is delicious and very, very cheap. If I could, I just want to stay here just for the food. Like back home, things are getting ridiculous. It's like an average meal is now getting upwards between 30,000-40,000 won, I think would be the conversion around for one.
The beer here is very well priced. Beer back home, very expensive. $20 for a beer back home would be like 20,000 won for a beer back home. It's like 5,000 for a beer here, so that's pretty good.
So yeah, Korea, good beer, very cheap, very good, love it.
It's so cheap compared to the States. It's very cheap. A meal here, like a set meal with like the main dish and the banchan and like the soup, all of that, it's $7. But if you buy that in the US, that's like $20. So it's a pretty big difference.
First of all, I want to talk about the traditions of the Koreans. When I enter every casual restaurant, they first give us the water for free. I really respect this one. And when I try any Korean foods, for example, kalbitang, yes, I really like this food. And what about the prices? The prices are very in the middle. If I compare with Uzbekistan, equal, yeah, almost the same. The prices are not that expensive for me. Street foods, I've tried a few times. Tteokbokki, for example, tteokbokki is really cheap for me. It's really cheap and really delicious food, tteokbokki. Yeah, it's very good price. Korea's price, yes.
Based on my experience before, I've been in Korea about 7 years ago. To be compared, food here, street food and restaurant here is much more cheaper than our place in country.
So our country quite expensive.
Yeah, from what I noticed as well, Malaysia was quite a bit more expensive than our locals. And yeah, the one that she mentioned is because due to the import food they use.
It's our main mission here for food hunting. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we came here.
It's quite cheap actually. We found ourselves buying a lot more Korean food than we have done in our home country, because everything, a full meal here can be about £5, and it's quite cheap because in the UK you'd be spending up to like £20, if not more, on food, depending on where you go and obviously whereabouts in the country you do live.
The only expensive thing is grapes.
Yeah, grapes.
Grapes.
Your fruit is expensive.
It's horribly expensive.
Like we bought a small thing of grapes earlier, and for us it cost us about £3, but in the UK it's like £1 something. So it's quite expensive here as your fruit.
It was tiny.
It was tiny.
compared to my country, Korean street food is less expensive. Yes, very good. Normal restaurant, it depends on the kind of restaurant. I think it's moderate.
我上次来的时候是在济州岛，那吃了还蛮多的市场的小吃，那市场小吃还蛮便宜的，然后给的分量也比台湾还要再大，然后通常可能都会吃不大完。我觉得韩国的人的食量有一点太大，然后就是我们在餐厅吃饭的时候啊，就是小菜会一直上哦。那我觉得餐厅吃饭跟台湾比应该是差不多的，但是我个人比较喜欢吃小吃，因为它就是 CP 值比较高。More large price is the same.
I think it's really cheap and good quality.
It's affordable. Yeah, it's really affordable. I think it's good quality and affordable. And we've been to Korea before and we eaten on the street and we never got sick. So I think it's high quality and good hygiene too. Street food is not so safe. In my country, I wouldn't recommend to eat on the street food like open markets that easily. You should have very good recommendations regarding where to eat around locals and people who know, because it's not that healthy. Yeah.
I think the price is almost the same, but yeah, again, the quality is a little
bit
bit
better
here.
Yeah.
For me, the price is still very reliable for tourists. Especially we got like there are banchan and we got like free flow water. I love it so much. I love kimchi, and I think all the prices are still make sense. It's not really overpriced. It's still good compared to Jakarta. Jakarta is pretty. It's not much different. Yeah. I love Korean street food. Maybe tourist spot like Myeongdong. It's pretty pricey, but still okay. Still makes sense.
Actually, we are from Pakistan and currently we are studying in Taiwan. I think the price is comparable, equal to Taiwan. Is okay, not so much expensive. Just maybe 10% difference. As compared to Pakistan is expensive. In Pakistan is like more cheaper. Yeah, it's okay because we are already used to with the Taiwan weather and culture. So I think for us to be here is not difficult to live and survive. Just one thing extra is here more cold weather as compared to Taiwan. But really we enjoy this weather as well. Yeah, everything is okay for us. So that's why we came here.
Okay, I find that Korean food is less expensive than American food. You can get a lot more too. Like their noodle dishes can feed a whole family, like one bowl. Lots of noodles and it's delicious. I think compared to American prices, when you go to a restaurant, Korean prices are way cheaper and delicious. Oh, I love tteokbokki. Street food's even cheaper. Koreans, their food game is on point. Right, the prices are just great.
Korean food is actually not expensive. If you measure it through your quality, your standard, your hygiene, if you go to the restaurant, a bit expensive than street food, it's still a bit expensive, like 20 to 25%. I don't think so. I have been more than 12 countries, even I am in Nepal, comparison with another country. Food price, I think it's almost the same. A bit expensive in Korea, but it's almost the same.
Actually, we choose one meal because we find the price is super expensive compared to what we get back in our country. But then, of course, to experience the food here, we still tried one or two food. But then, obviously, the price is definitely makes a big difference for us as a tourist. But street food is much more affordable for us compared to the restaurants. Very expensive, in fact. Less than 30 ringgit, which is less than 10,000 won with a drink. Yeah, street food is fine.
I think food overall is really cheap in Korea compared to France, like in restaurants and stuff. You can eat basically at restaurants every day. If we would like to compare a meal in Korea, it would be half the price of a similar meal in France. Street food, yeah. I think tteokbokki is really cheap. I think it's really cheap.
It's normal and standard for one meal and one person. Like we are going to the restaurant in Jakarta is not really different.
Almost same price.
Street food a little bit expensive maybe.
A little bit.
It's okay. Affordable. That makes sense for the price.
Because the ingredients is original from your country, right? Yeah.